Hello everyone, I'm very sorry that I can't be with you in person today. More disappointed than usual because I love coming to Leeds, it's my alma mater. But I have operation scheduled, so I'm going to be, I am pre-recording this so that I can still join you on the day. Now Jed and Bella are going to describe to you some of the research that we've been doing together with some co-authors as part of Bella's PhD research that tries to understand what made a 4-star impact case study last time round. But I thought it might be useful to give you a bit of a precursor to that based on my experience advising universities across the country on their REF2021 submissions. In particular, the key point that I want to make is about the raising of the bar for REF 2021. It is widely perceived in the academic community that it will, of course, inevitably be harder to get a 4-star grade this time compared to last time. And that is based on the assumption that we all now know what we're doing. We're doing a better job, and in a competitive environment, then surely it will be more difficult to get those top grades. Now, interestingly, in contrast to that perception, Research England are saying that, well, hey, this is an absolute, not a relative system, and the criteria have not changed, and there are no quota systems or anything like that. So, in theory, that may mean that there are more 4-star impact case studies. The last time that I shared a stage with Stephen Hill a month or two ago, this is a Director of Research Policy for Research England. I put it to him that if that is the case, that he may find himself in a position where there could be as much as a doubling of the 4-star impact case studies next time round, based on the quality that I'm seeing. My perception is the bar has been raised already in terms of the quality that people are aiming for and getting to, and I'll explain how in a moment. And his response was really interesting. So he confirmed everything that Research England have said, as I've described to you. But in addition to that, based on research by Gemma Darrick on panel A and Chubb Watermeyer in panel D, he suggested that what was happening last time round was that there were a number of case studies that were in the 3-4-star boundary, and by and large, panels last time round graded them up to 4-star. Gave them the benefit of the doubt. Hey, we don't really know what we're doing here. We're struggling with this whole thing. So let's give people a benefit of the doubt. Well, you'll get your 4-star for it. And the assumption is that this time round, that it is those same case studies that are in that grey zone that are this time probably going to get pushed down to 3-star. And his view was that there may be a counterbalancing effect of that, so that there isn't a significant disparity between the grade profile that we saw in 2014 versus 2021. We'll see, who knows. I think what is apparent from that comment, and this is the first time I've heard anything from Research England along these lines, is that we can't rely on the fact that when you see a case study that got 4-star last time round, that if you submit something to the same standard this time round, that it will get 4-star the next time round. And that's because we don't know whether this was in fact a 4-star minus that was in that boundary, or whether it was a clear star, a 4-star, or a 4-star plus. And what we need to be doing is to be aiming for a 4-star plus if we want to guarantee that this is actually going to go well for us. We are already raising the bar to try and push this as high as we possibly can. In my experience working across the academy, I've noticed that people are doing this in one specific way, and that is in terms of evidence. So this time round we are being much better at evidencing our impacts. 2 ways in particular. We are paying much more attention to causal links. The research led to this pathway, which led to this interim impact, which led to that impact, and then eventually to something else. So it's not just that I got a policy impact, but that policy was actually implemented, it was enforced, and it changed people's lives, saved money, whatever it was that it was meant to do. So we're getting a sense of these longitudinal chains and evidence all the way through. quite challenging given GDPR regulations, things like this, and there are ways and means of doing this. Have a look at the Public Engagement Evaluation Toolkit that Queen Mary University London just recently launched, that I helped write, for some ideas around creative ways in which you can evaluate longitudinally which are GDPR compliant. And so this is the second way. So it's about causal chains and getting those cause and effect relationships really tight without any gaps in your logic, and it's about longitudinal impacts as well. So hugely difficult to get this kind of evidence, but that's where people are investing time, that's where people are investing energy and expertise. And my message to you is that if you want to be competitive at that 4-star plus level, that actually means you have a good chance of getting 4-star back from REF2021, then you need to pay attention to how you collect compelling evidence.